Hello everyone. So in this video we will learn how to automatically create order form and take orders on WhatsApp. So basically the idea is that if a person is filling out the form in Google Forms, that person will be getting an order confirmation message from me on his WhatsApp number. So let me show you with an example. So as you can see, this is a form of 𝗵𝘆 supermarket, and let's say I am an employee. So a customer named Neil is going to fill in the form. So the name is Neil, and this is Neil's phone number, and the groceries he wants wheat, he wants banana, he wants cauliflower, and he also want order mat. Okay, so this is the thing he want, and this is his delivery address. AS10 Villa House. Okay, so let me just click on submit as Neil. Okay, so a form has been submitted by a person called as Neil, and he has demanded cauliflower, sweet, and perhaps carrot also. I don't remember. So let's have a look what's the message that Neil has got on his WhatsApp number. So let me just straight away take you to the WhatsApp profile of Neil. Okay, so this is the message Neil has got from me. So as you can see, this is the supermarket. Okay, so as you can see, 𝗵𝘆 supermarket. And this is the logo, 𝗵𝘆 supermarket. Okay, so he has got the message from 𝗵𝘆 supermarket. Hello Neil, this is your purchase. These are your purchases: wheat, bananas, cauliflowers, order mat, and will be delivered to your address, AS10 Villa House. Excellent. So now you are thinking, how did I do it? How did I manage to send the data from Google Forms to WhatsApp? So basically, here I've used an integration and automation software called as Pabbly Connect that integrates Google Forms and WhatsApp. Now, the best part of using Pabbly Connect is there is no need for coding skills or programming knowledge. Let me show you the process, how it's done. Now, before we begin, there are three things I have to tell you. First of all, we are using Chat API to send the WhatsApp message. And there are other options other than Chat API to send WhatsApp messages like 𝗪𝗆. Second, Pabbly Connect doesn't own Chat API. Chat API is a third-party software that we are using to send the WhatsApp message. And third, and perhaps the most important thing is, Chat API is definitely not free. So basically, in the new tab, let me just type pabbly.com. So you have a question, why are we working in incognito mode? So basically, the integration of Google Forms involves the integration of Google Sheet. Now, if you are someone working with Google Sheet, you should know that if you have multiple Gmail accounts and you are working with Google Sheet, there will be always the problem of authentication. So it is always advisable to avoid authentication error. If you have multiple Gmail accounts, always work in incognito mode if you want to integrate it with Google Sheet. Okay, so basically this is the website of pabbly.com. Let me just click on sign in. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I already have made an account in Pabbly Connect. You can also create your own free account in just 2 minutes. Let me just scroll down, and here you will find Connect. Just click on Access Now. Okay, so basically we are going to create a new workflow to integrate Google Forms and WhatsApp. So that is why I'm going to click on this button, Create Workflow. Click this. Okay, so when you click on this button, a dialog box appears in front of you. It is asking you to give a name to this workflow. I'm going to give it as Google Forms and WhatsApp integration. Okay, so let me just click on Create. So when you click on Create, you will find two windows. One is for the trigger window and other is for the action window. Now the trigger window always have Google Forms because we want to send the data from Google Forms. That is why. Okay, Google Forms it is. Now in the trigger event, how about we make it as new response in spreadsheet? New response in spreadsheet is a trigger event. So your obvious question is, what is a trigger event? Trigger is basically an if statement. It asks a question, if this condition is met, what should be done? For example, if a new form is filled in Google Forms, then what action should be taken by the system? Now at present, we only have one trigger event, that is new response in spreadsheet. Now in case if you want more trigger events, all you have to do is just go to the help section. So when you click on help section, you will be straight away directed to Pabbly forums, and in Pabbly forums you can make a request that you want so and so trigger events. So let me just remove that. Okay, and basically the process is we're just trying to integrate Google Forms to Pabbly Connect. So let me just straight away take you to a Google form that I have built. So this is a new Google form, delivery of groceries 𝗵𝘆 supermarket. So basically we are going to integrate this Google form to Pabbly Connect. So let me just straight away scroll down and let's have a look at the last field. So the last field is of delivery address. So we click here, and I'm going to make this field necessary. So this field is necessary basically means without filling out this form, the form will not be submitted. So basically this will act as a trigger to Google Sheet. So your obvious question is Google Sheet, Google Sheet, Google Sheet. What's the deal with Google Sheet? So basically we are going to send the data from our Google Forms to Google Sheet. And from Google Sheet, we will be sending it to Pabbly Connect. So first of all you have to do is just click on responses. Okay, so in the responses, you will find an icon. So here, this icon is showing create spreadsheet. So basically, we are going to create an associated spreadsheet of this Google form. Let me show you how it's done. Just click on this button. Now it is asking two choices, create a new spreadsheet, select existing spreadsheet. Now I'm happy with delivery of groceries MB supermarket. So basically, we are going to create a new spreadsheet for this particular form. So let me just click on create. Okay, so it is showing it is linking to the spreadsheet. Okay, so as you can see, we have the associated columns for all the fields in this particular form. So we have the field like name, phone number, groceries, other requirements, and delivery address. Now the associated columns are name, phone number, groceries, any other requirement, delivery address. Now there is one more additional column. So basically this column is for the responses. It will show you the time at which the responses was generated. And there is something more notable to see, that is the last data entry column. As you can see, this is something I have to mention, that this column is the last data entry column. Okay, column F is our last data entry column. Remember this. So first of all, to integrate this Google Sheet to Pabbly Connect, all you have to do is just click on add-ons. Click this. So when you click on add-ons, you will find a webhook. You will find an add-on called as Pabbly Connect Webhooks. Now Pabbly Connect Webhook is an add-on that I have installed in my system. Now since you are beginning fresh, Pabbly Connect Webhooks might not be installed yet. So first of all, just click on Get Add-ons. Okay, so when you click on Get Add-ons, Google Workspace Marketplace opens up in front of you. So all you have to do is just in the search, just type Pabbly Connect Webhooks. This one. Okay, so as you can see, Pabbly Connect Webhooks is already installed in my system. All you have to do is just click on this button and Pabbly Connect Webhooks will be installed in your Google Sheet also. Now there is something I have to tell you. After installing Pabbly Connect Webhooks, do not forget to refresh your Google Sheet. I repeat this again, after installing Pabbly Connect Webhooks in your Google Sheet, do not forget to refresh your Google Sheet. So let me just close this. Going back to add-ons, clicking on Pabbly Connect Webhooks, just click on Initial Setup. Okay, so this is the window of initial setup. Here we have to fill two fields, the webhook URL as well as the trigger column. Now the webhook URL is basically this. Let me just show you. So basically this is your webhook URL. Just go back to Pabbly Connect and copy this. This is the webhook URL. So when you copy this, you will automatically find that it is already waiting for the data. Okay, so we will deal with that later. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to paste this webhook URL here. Okay, now the trigger column. Now as I mentioned, F is our last data entry column. Okay, now the column S is F is hidden behind this window, so I can't really show you now. Now remember this, column F is our last data entry column, and the last data entry column is always our trigger column. So that is why I'm going to mention the trigger column as column F. Okay, so let me just make this window disappear. Okay, so the window has gone. Now once again, go back to add-ons, click on Pabbly Connect Webhooks, just click on Send on Event. So this will ensure that anytime this particular column is filled, it will keep sending on the data. So what's next? So basically we have integrated this Google Sheet to Pabbly Connect, and this Google Sheet is automatically integrated with this form. Okay, so what we are going to do here is we are going to create an experiment. So I'm just going to add some names, or I'm going to fill in some fields. So let's say a guy called as Donald is filling the form, and this is his phone number. Okay, so we have entered the Donald's phone number, and these are the groceries he want. He want bananas, he want cauliflowers. Okay, that's all he want. He want bananas and cauliflower, and he also want a trimmer because his beard is growing. And this is his delivery address, DF 10 Mark Paris. Some random address, that's all. And let me just click on submit. Okay, so a form has been submitted by a guy called as Donald. Now the idea is that since this form is integrated with its Google Sheet, the data will be automatically sent to Google Sheet. So this is that Google Sheet. Let's have a look. Yes, as you can see, we do have the data. So we have the time at which this data was collected. We have the name, that is Donald. This is the phone number. This is the items he want, bananas and cauliflower, and he also want a trimmer, and this is his delivery address. Excellent. So basically the last data entry column, that is column F, has been filled. So let's have a look whether Pabbly Connect has captured this data or not, because Pabbly Connect is integrated with this Google Sheet. So let's have a look. Okay, so as you can see, we have got the data. So we have the name, that is Donald, we have the phone number, we have the grocery, and we have the other requirement as trimmer. And then we have the delivery address, and of course, no, that's not really important. Okay, so what's next? So basically, we have to send all this data to Chat API to send it as a WhatsApp message. And this is how you do it. Okay, so this is an action window. You open this, and in the Choose app, all you have to do is just type Chat API. Okay, now I'm going to repeat this again. Chat API is not owned by Pabbly Connect. Chat API is a third-party software that we use to send WhatsApp message. Chat API is definitely not free. Remember this, Chat API is definitely not free. Okay, so in the action event, we just click here and just click on Send Message. Click on Connect. Okay, so we have to enter the API URL as well as the token. So to get the API URL as well as the token, let's go to Chat API. So this is the dashboard of Chat API. This is something you will get after you build your account in Chat API. So this is the dashboard and this is your API URL. All you have to do is just copy this. Okay, so I have copied mine and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so we have entered the API URL. Now let's find the token. So this is your token. You just copy this and you just paste it here. Okay, so we have entered the API URL. We have also entered the token. All you have to do is just click on Save. Okay, so when you click on Save, you have a set of fields. So the purpose of these fields is very simple. We are going to compose a message in Chat API to deliver it on WhatsApp from the data that we have received from our Google Forms via Pabbly Connect. So we have the first field, that is contact/group. Now we are going to obviously ignore this because we are going to send it to an individual person. So ignore this field. Now we have the data to enter about the phone number, and this is how you do it. You just click here and you just map the data. So that is the phone number, and this is something we have got from our Google Forms. As you can see from the icon, this is something that we got from our Google Forms. So this is Donald's phone number, and let me just enter the rest of the details. So this is how we will compose a message. You can actually compose it according to your discretion. I'm just randomly showing you the message, hello, and after hello, I'm just going to map in the name, hello Donald, comma, thanks for filling out the form. This is the materials. These are the materials you ordered. Materials you ordered from our superstore. Okay, so let me just map the details. So he wanted bananas and cauliflower, and after that he also wanted, I think, trimmer. Okay, and trimmer. Okay, how about instead of comma I just add and. Okay, hello Donald, thanks for filling out the form. These are the materials you ordered from our superstore. Groceries, that is bananas and cauliflower, and trimmer. Excellent. Let me just add a full stop. These stuff, they will be delivered at your address. Okay, so now depending on your objective, you can actually create a very complex form and receive many complex data like the card number, the type of delivery, and all those things. Okay, so I'm just composed a very simple form, and I'm just going to map the delivery address. Okay, so we are ready. Okay, let me just enter a full stop. Okay, hello Donald, thanks for filling out the form. These are the materials you ordered from our superstore. Bananas, cauliflower, and trimmer. They will be delivered at your address. So this is the delivery address. So basically now the gist is all you have to do is just click on save and send test request to send the data. So let me show you. Let me just click on save and send test request. Okay, so as you can see, this is the message that Donald has received. Hello Donald, thanks for filling out the form. These are the materials you ordered from our superstore, bananas, cauliflower, and trimmer. They will be delivered at your address, DF10 Mark Paris. Excellent. So the presence of this data shows that we have successfully integrated Google Forms and WhatsApp with help of Pabbly Connect. Now before you leave, let me just explain you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So I'm just minimizing the action window and I'm going to minimize the trigger window. So basically this is the whole process in a nutshell. First you integrated Google Forms to Pabbly Connect, and then you have integrated Pabbly Connect to Chat API to send the WhatsApp message. So now there's a perfect flow of data between Google Forms and WhatsApp. Excellent.